We're out here in beautiful Sylvan at Tonkins Bulbs, and we're just going to have a look at some of the spring flowering bulbs that they have for sale. Joan's going to talk us through a few of the different species.
This is Tulipa whittallii. Species Tulipa still occur naturally in the wild, and that's where they bred all the big common great tulips that we all grow. Species tulips are fabulous for the garden because you actually don't have to dig them every year and put them in the fridge. They prefer to be left undisturbed and to naturalise well. Tulips like lime and blood and bone, or a general plant food. This gorgeous species Tulipa is Tulipa saxatilis. This species Tulipa is Tulipa kolpakowskiana. Fabulous name for an absolutely fabulous species tulip. This delightful little tulipa is Tulipa aucheriana. This is Ranunculus ficaria Salmons White. Ranunculus ficarias come in all different colours and shades of their decorative foliage, and mostly grown for their decorative foliage. Great accompaniment in a semi-shaded spot with Fritillarias and galanthus and Erythroniums. This is Ranunculus ficaria Brazen Hussy. Fantastic name for the wonderful contrast between the decorative purple foliage and the golden yellow flowers. Great addition to your afternoon shaded spot. This is another Ranunculus ficaria. This one is cupreous, grown for its incredibly decorative marbled foliage. This is the common grape hyacinth, Muscari armeniacum. Fabulous drifts under deciduous trees. This is Muscari pallens sky blue, a different version of the common grape hyacinth that people would know. Great for your rockery, easy to grow, just leave in and top dress each autumn, and up they come again for the spring. This is Fritillaria imperialis, the crown imperial Fritillary, the holy grail of the Fritillaria world. Native from Pakistan and the Himalayas all the way through to Iran and Kazakhstan. A fabulous member of the Fritillaria family, but incredibly hard to get hold of in Australia. They, like our cold winters, you need to plant them about 4 inches deep, and they need to be heavily fed with lime and blood and bone, or any of the other really smelly yummy ones like dynamic lifter and things they love. And when they're in growth, you need to also top feed them as well, which keeps the plant looking amazing. You might find that during its flowering period, the first year it flowers, it may not have a stigmata to pollinate, but if you're lucky enough that it does, pollinate away, because it germinates well from fresh seed. So seed coming from overseas is often hard to get to germinate, which is why it's often difficult in Australia. When you plant them, it's best to put them on a small bed of pebbles or rocks and plant the tuber on its side, because it naturally has a hole where the original stem was from the year before, and that can fill with water and it tends to rot. So good little trick to remember, and just an amazingly fabulous plant. This is Fritillaria acmopetala, so from Cyprus through to Turkey, and loves a lot of food too, so blood and bone and lime. This is Fritillaria Uva Vulpis from eastern Turkey and Iran, one of the easiest fritillarias to grow. This is Erythronium multiscapoideum varcliftoni. Erythroniums are often referred to as trout lilies because of the foliage, and they grow along the streams in Northern America. Don't like lime, but do love heavy foods like blood and bone. Some of the most beautiful early spring flowering daffodils are what you call your miniatures, and this one is Jack Snipe. Only gets to about 10 inches tall at the most in the old scale. This is another beautiful spring flowering bulb, Narcissus bulbicodum, or Hoop Petticoat daffodils as most people will know them as. There are a lot of other spring flowering bulbs, like the early flowering galanthus that are fabulous, and that always starts off spring in a good way. There is a group from South Africa that do very well here in Australia. Things like your Ixias, Moreas, Ferrarias, Lachenalias, all like that warm sun and also like blood and bone and lime. We do 2 online catalogues a year. The summer catalogue runs from early January through to about the end of March, and the winter catalogue runs from May through to about the end of August. So you can find us online at www.tonkinsbulbs.com.au. There is also the option to send us an inquiry if you're ever interested in something rare and can't find it. We will do our best to help you or let you know where in Australia you might find it.